Hey, the next thing I'm going to be working on with this model is installing some larger river rock stones along the right side here. It'll surround this landing pad for the ski chair, swing, and it's going to come up in this area as well around the retaining walls. So I'm just going to walk through the process that I use to make that come to life. And so I'm trying to create a boulder field of sorts. And let me jump into another model here and show you the process that I went through. So I'm trying to make some stones, and what I ultimately ended up doing is I've got a cube here, and I use this JHS power toolbar to grid it out. And then from here I can, with this sculpting tool set that I've got, I can manipulate this to form kind of a boulder. And let me adjust here under the settings, space that to 8 inches so I've got a greater pull. But what I've done is started from a cube, and I'm just trying to sculpt out the rough shape of a boulder that I can later import into this model. So I can come around, use this manipulating tool, and this toolbar that I downloaded, the sculpting tool set here on the top, did not work that well with my Mac. And I read went through the Sketchucation comments on it, and people had similar problems as well. And of these bulge, dimple, smooth, and smudge tools, the only one I could get to work was this hand grab. And sounded like many people had that same problem. So if anybody's got a solution to that, please let me know. And so to continue on, just trying to make a rough shape of a boulder, and again can use this hand tool to come in, give it an organic shape. But I've already walked through those steps, and what I've come up with is, the next phase would look something like this. Continue the manipulation. Third step would look like this. Fourth would look more something like this. And then eventually, crumple it down into this kind of rough shape. And then from here, what I'm going to do is just select it all, and then I'll just soften those edges here on the sliding scale. Alright, then I'll select that again, and then I'll paint it a stone color. And there I've got a stone. And then so from there, what I ended up doing is creating a couple of different stones. Here's my assortment. 4 different stones, and what I'm going to do is try and create a grid or a field of them. And so I'm going to go move and option tool to duplicate them, and then I'm just going to duplicate this throughout. And the effect that I'm going for, again, is a boulder field. So I'll throw these in, duplicating them along the way, spacing them out. Okay, so again, effect that I'm going for is boulder field, and I'm going to continue to fill out this this rectangle that I've got, a 12 by 12 rectangle, until it is full. So next step is going to look something like this, and then ultimate step is going to look something like this. And this was the effect that I was going for, something like this, and I came in, copied everything, made it a group. Again, and that's up here in your edit tab, make a group, and then I saved this as a model. And so what I'm going to do now is import that into this existing model that I'm working on and try and space that out to create this boulder filled effect that I'm going for. So let me bring that in. Import. There's my boulder filled. Somewhere. There it is. And these stones are going to be anywhere from 6 inches to, I don't know, maybe 18 inches diameter. Kind of larger, smooth river stone is what I'm going for. So, and then I'm going to use this one model that I made and just duplicate it throughout. And I'll come and try and space it out. And I can adjust the tilt here to jive with the terrain. And that will just continue to copy and move throughout this model. Okay, and I've already gone through and done those steps. And I've got them on a hidden layer here. So all I'm going to do is take this 12 by 12 rectangle with all the boulders in it and just continue to copy and duplicate all the way until I get the desired effect that I'm going for. And what I am ultimately trying to arrive at, let me show you here in my hidden tabs, or in my hidden tags, is going to look something like this. So there's my midsection, and there's my top. And as I bring this in again from my last video, the model will begin to lag more because of all of this geometry that's here. But so this is what I'm going for, boulder filled effect. And I know it's not the cleanest way to go about it, and I am currently looking for improved models. Again, this being kind of an intermediate glance at how to use SketchUp for landscape design, but this is what I'm going for here. And I can kind of come in and clean up some of these so they're less rigid, but this is how it's going to roughly play out. And then these green areas in here, I am going to be installing flower beds next above each retaining wall. So hope that helped. Please feel free to add in any comments on how this process could be done smoother. Again, it's not the best way I don't believe it to be the best way, but it's what I can do with kind of the tools that I've got and I'm privy to. But it is kind of clunky and it does make the model lag a lot. But all in all, it gives me that Boulder field effect that I am going for. Cool, thanks for watching.